from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Jets of Brooklyn taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 78 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Give it 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
13 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Tua going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Now a second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Brooklyn first down.
This is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 16 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They'll take this to the 46. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
9 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So he fielded the kick at the 8 and never looked back. A great return all the way to the end zone. 92 yards all told. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The busy night continues for Gordon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think a dog was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throw left side taken in by Washington. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
They run it here with Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. An even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
30-yard attempt.
On now the Miami field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
A loss of 13
So as they
yards.
talk it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt.
For the Jets.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. In motion, Hill. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe on the run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Complete. This is Mitchell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Smith. Now he'll they'll tuck this and run. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets. First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Jets.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Smith. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's another Jets. First down. First and goal, Jets.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, and this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's in! Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will put them on top here in the third.
Dolphins 13.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, come on.
On play action, here's Tua. Washington's got it. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Keanu Benton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Right here.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The hitter here is complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
What?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Slot man moves right. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball again on 2nd down. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Geno. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Geno's going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Miami set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a pickup of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go ahead. 18.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Dolphins first down.
Now, how about that call? Handing to the big guy in that situation. Normally, you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 51 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Ready.
Bill going to go in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. On the RPO hook. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go, here we go. Next card.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Geno Smith
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next.
The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Running left, it's Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 390%.
Now it's Smith. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Taylor. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braylon Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
A 3rd down gain of 19.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, come on.
Now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got him. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
26.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Here we go, here we go. 390%.
Smith going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Dolphins 26.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Whoa, it still won't go down. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?" I was like, "We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
At their 49-yard line.
Third down and 1. Tua sets up to pass it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. I'll tell you, far from my field conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll go again with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the 4th quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head